Hi, welcome to Mikey's Video Game Madness. Today we're playing Clock Tower 3 on the PlayStation 2. This was the sequel to Clock Tower 2, if you didn't guess already. This one was actually made by Capcom, so this one is a little bit more like Resident Evil in the way it controls. The first 3 games were point-and-click games. And I say 3 games because Clock Tower actually came out originally on the Super Famicom, which is the Japanese equivalent of the Super Nintendo. Then they remade it in this Star Fox like polygonal, very simplified art style on PlayStation 1, which I actually played to the end and finished it and actually really enjoyed myself. I'm curious how the Super Nintendo version played. Basically all these games, you don't really fight, you kind of always run and hide and try to figure out a mystery or whatever. I have the most experience with the Clock Tower remake on PlayStation 1. Played a little bit of Clock Tower 2, which had to do with the paranormal. Well, they all kind of have to do with the paranormal, I would say a little bit. But I think the second one had to do with ghosts or something. I don't really remember. Clock Tower 2 is kind of hard to find or come by. I only saw it like one time when I rented it at a Blockbuster. I don't think I owned that one. I know I owned Clock Tower 1, which I regret that I traded it in when I was younger. And then obviously I have Clock Tower 3. I haven't played that much of this. I rented it one time and then I got it recently to play it again. I just remember this playing like more like Resident Evil, except you have to hide and stuff. Resident Evil or Silent Hill, pick whatever one you like. It does look really nice. Obviously there's some anti-aliasing issues, or aliasing issues, really. There's no anti-aliasing, so it looks a little jaggy, but the geometry and stuff and the animation's pretty good for its time. Capcom was pretty much on top of their game during pretty much up until now. I still think Capcom still comes up with good stuff. A lot of times they outsource things and then people think that Capcom developed it, but
yes, I am.
I don't know. I've enjoyed Capcom's games. I think sometimes their choices that they make are really stupid, like not releasing Mega Man Legends 3, doing microtransactions for Resident Evil Revelations 2, basically ignoring the fans. I remember when
You are all alone in this world now,
Street Fighter Cross Tekken came out, they made you pay for on-disc content, which was pretty stupid. Man, the list is pretty long, actually. I still like Capcom. Their direction with the action Resident Evil, despite what anybody says, but I still enjoy them. I just don't think they're as good as the originals, but I think they're getting better with those. I really like 6. I wasn't a terribly huge fan of 5, but it's still fun. If you just heard a weird sound, that was me chugging soda, because I'm tired, and these videos that you'll probably see released consecutively, however far apart they are, the next 3 or 4 videos, I'm going to be tired, and I'm chugging caffeine to try to stay awake. It's been a long day. It's going to be a long week, actually, and I really just wanted to record videos, even though I'm tired as shit. Like, I really do enjoy recording videos. I've yet to play a game that I want to play, because the videos are important to me, and I don't make any money off of these videos. I do this as a hobby for you guys, for me. I always think it's so cool to see like your channel and videos on TV and stuff and your gameplay. This looks like a save point. It is. This looks a lot nicer than the other 2 Clock Towers. Like I said, the graphics are like on par with like if Star Fox made like the Star Fox engine made a survival horror game. It's not that bad, but it looked bad even by PlayStation 1 standards. But you know, whatever. It was a fun point and click game, and it like had like 10 different endings. I got a pretty bizarre ending, but it was fun. And the deaths in it were pretty brutal. I'm curious if the Super Nintendo version was like, a Super Famicom, excuse me, for all you purists out there. But yeah, in the other games, it was more like a Telltale adventure game where you do kind of have direct control of your character in most of the Telltale games, so it's not like that. Excuse me, it's like the old adventure games. Like the old King Quest games, except not as ludicrous. I know a lot of you like the old King's Quest games. I'm not going to put them down. I just can't see myself playing a game where if you don't pick up something or do something early on in the game, it ruins the game permanently for you, and unless somebody tells you or you just start over again, you have no idea that you screwed yourself. Oh yeah, I remember this. The scareder she gets, like, the harder it is for her to move and stuff. It's pretty unique. And she can't get attacked or she will die. Forgot all about that, actually. Like I said, I'm more familiar with the first clock tower, but I'm sure if I put in the first clock tower, which I wish I still had, though I'm probably looking back at that game more fondly than it probably was. Wasn't a major seller, but I liked it. I played it to the end, but you know, when you don't have a lot of games, you make the best of what you have. So maybe I convinced myself to like it. But I played it to the very end and enjoyed the mystery, no matter how ludicrous it was. But I might have just got the bad ending. I don't know. Oh, can I crawl? What am I capable of doing beside panicking? When you have no idea what's going on, these aren't like the best videos to record, but there. Please don't tell me you're panicking now. That's gonna creep out the Catholic community. All right. Is that just duck? Where's her action button, which I already found, so it's really too late to say that. I got a bottle. Not only a bottle, but a sacred bottle, which is better than a normal bottle, I assume, since it's sacred. Dearest Alyssa, I wanted nothing more than for you to live peacefully, but if you are reading this now, you must have come back to the house, you dumb bitch. Comma, for your protection, I am giving you some advice as well as instructions on how to use this bottle of holy water. Holy water uses. Exorcism. If you ever are threatened, sprinkle some holy water on your assailant and it will cause them to halt temporarily. Number 2. Destroying sigils. To break the seals that prevent access to certain places, sprinkle holy water on them. Okay. Replenishing holy water. Always remember that the holy water you have is not in limitless supply. Darn it. You can fulfill your bottle from either sacred jars or lion drinking fountains. How clever. Sentimental items and spirits. A person who has died of unnatural causes has unfinished business, kind of like Casper. In the living world, in order to protect yourself, you must work to heal their wounds. Okay. So now they basically turned me into like that chick on that show, The Dead Files. Isn't that what it's called, The Dead Files? You guys can't answer me. Where they have the detective and the psychic go into the same house and don't show anything to each other until the end of the show. I remember one episode where she was seeing ghosts of apparently, or spirits of extraterrestrials, which, even if it's fake, it was just kind of creepy with the way the drawing looked like, because she gets like one of those forensics artists or whatever to draw what she sees, and the picture kind of came out creepy. There's this alien abduction game called like the Hum or the Humming or Abductions or something. Look it up. I'm sure if you type in one of those things, it'll come in. It's coming out on PlayStation 4, so it's not one of those obscure PC only games that I won't be able to play. I wonder if that'll be the one game that scares you, because I always thought alien abductions, if they were real, would be the most creepiest thing ever. Alright, back to this. Lastly, this is my fault, but I will do my best to protect you. Please remember that I love you more than anything else in the world, and I always will. Mom. Or Mum. Could I do anything? It's the patron saint of the Hamilton house. What is it doing here, though? I hope I read that. I should be a voice actor. Hopefully Telltale Games is watching this. Or I'll voice act for any damn thing. Is there anything of use? After all that reading, I don't even know how to activate the holy water. I wonder if that seal that was broken before has anything to do. I said seal that was broken. I meant to say I wanted to break the seal. Today's say what you don't mean day. Philip. I don't think I was in Philip's room. I keep on squatting. It kind of makes me feel pervy, even though I'm not doing it on purpose. Man, my house is getting cold. I hope it's not any of those spirits with unfinished business in my house. I'm not talking about the game. It's actually really cold while I'm recording this. And it wasn't that cold earlier, but the nights have just been awful. It's filled with art and antiques. Grandfather used to collect that kind of thing. Until we collect him. He's in that vase right there. Don't change the camera angle right there. You did it again, son of a bitch. Pretty much most of these rooms are just going to be areas you're probably going to be running away from shit. Grandfather's room. He's not here now. He's been 3 years. It's been 3 years since he left. When is he coming back? We'll kick the door down. Maybe he's dead in there. He's like mummified, like freaking Norman Bates' mother. That has a name that's not coming to me. I wonder if that Bates Motel show is still on the air. I think it is. I thought it was going to be a flop. I thought there'd be so many purists out there. And then they came out with that Psycho remake that was basically a shot for a shot copy with different actors, and it happened to be in color, and probably, I think the music was different too. They really overextended themselves on that one. I'm so glad I got a survival horror game to show you guys and wasn't able to get to any of the horror parts. Is this, I guess it's survival horror, it's just a different kind. There's no need to go out now, okay. I feel like I should be looking for more shit over here. Nothing of interest here beside that door. You think the door is interesting? Since I have unlimited saves, I might as well save. Fill the bottle. Holy water. It has been refilled, even though it was already filled before. I was just seeing if I could get more. Because I'm greedy, what can I say? Well, yes, I want to save on number 1. Okay, great, wonderful. Where haven't I gone? Oh, what is this? Lavender water. Sounds old-fashioned-y. Is that like really cheap perfume or something? The window looks like... Oh, it looked like it was open for a second, but I just have really bad eyesight apparently. This is the hallway that had that seal, I think. I don't want to go in the fireplace. I wish there was a manual control, but I know these games... I didn't mean to go in there. Shit. Or did I? Is this another room? So she has like several doorways that goes to the same place. No, I'm just really disoriented, that's all. I just went back into the room. Don't want to go there. Gotta put holy water on this. I don't even know how to use holy water. I guess it's triangle. Well, I'm glad I solved that puzzle. Well, this place looks fun. I don't think holy water will work on that because it's a different color. Let's go in Nancy's room. Oh, can I unfold it? I don't know if Nancy will appreciate you messing with her shit unless Nancy's dead or something. I really haven't been paying much attention. I have to say, like, the shadowing and the graphics of this game are quite nice.
Mum, I came back home.
But I guess because the areas are smaller, they can render more stuff.
Where are you, Mum?
was something to read. What could it possibly be? I think that just transitioned to an actual
Where's the
cutscene.
sound coming from? Who's doing that?
We're going to the netherworld or something. I so don't remember anything about this game. This came out during an influx of like survival horror games, so in my memory they kind of blend in a little bit, I guess. I just remember the first clock tower because I spent so much time on it, and it was somewhat unique for a PlayStation game because it was point and click. And the character Scissor Man was pretty interesting because he had a pair of shears that were the size of him. He would chase you and you'd have to hide. I'd like to get Haunting Ground and Rule of Rose, I think it was called. They're like super expensive for like a used copy. Haunted Ground's not too bad, but since I haven't played it, I can't really justify an amount unless I was absolutely in love with the game. But I really want to play Rule of Rose, but that's another one I can't justify because even if I liked it, I don't know if I'd pay $200, $300. Otherwise, I'd probably own a mint copy of Earthbound. In a different time, I don't remember. It looks like World War II. Is it World War II? I can't be sure. I can't be certain. Sorry. I'm tired. Unnecessary physics. Great. I love it. Something's holding the door closed. Oh no. He was going to get engaged, I think. I guess she's in panic mode, judging by the controller vibrating. That explosion, but he looks as though he was burnt by something. An empty ring box. Did somebody steal the ring from him? Apparently she thinks I did. Engagement ring. Well, that was simple enough. Spiritual healing. That sounds like a song that you would sing while making love or something. When you find a sentimental item that belongs to a person who died of unnatural causes, which I just see a ghost. I don't know how they died, but I'm guessing since they're a ghost, they still have unfinished business. Return it to the rightful owner. If it is a ring, put it in its case. If it is half a heart pendant, put it together with the other half. By returning these sentimental items, spirits are healed, and Alyssa may obtain another item or valuable information in return. Okay. Well, as long as I don't get attacked while I'm having a panic attack, because that apparently hurts her. Inventory. That puzzle was overly simple, but it's introducing you to the game, so right off the bat, this feels way different than the first clock tower for sure, beside it not being a point and click game. Is that a lion fountain? fill my holy water bottle here. I'm gonna refill. I'm gonna save. Which I'm sure you guys love to see on YouTube. I wish I could get to one of the parts where you're being chased, but I don't know how far that is into the game. That's what I said, like if I get the new computer, I might just record a shitload of footage and start doing, I hate to do reviews because I don't want to tell people what games are good or bad. I think people should decide on their own, so I don't know what I would call it. I might call it a review if, and this is if I plan on doing it. I mean, I like these like let's play videos where it just introduces you to the first part of the game, but I also feel like I'm not doing the game any justice by just showing you the first 5 minutes, because the game could drastically change later on in the game. This game is really nice looking for a PlayStation 2 title. Oh shit. Can I get around you so I can get that item? Shit, get off of me. Gold fountain pen. Could it possibly go to that book? Looks like the library ghost from Ghostbusters. It's covered with bloodstains. The victim's belonging. The entry begins. My darling must be addressed to her fiance. Well, let's see if this works. Oh, now you're nice because you got your way. What an asshole. Invisibility band. Shouldn't that belong in like a superhero game? It looks like freaking Elvish on there. Oh, it's snowing. How delightful. That only intensifies my feeling of being cold while I'm playing this. Norton's Taylor. Let me put some of that holy water in there. Let me in. Said Kane from Poltergeist 2. Lavender water. I don't even know what it does, and I probably read what it does, but I already forgotten because I'm focused on the commentary. Oh, this must be an area where you get chased or something. Not unlike Alien Isolation, there's a lot of running. I don't think you can ever really like hurt anything in this game. You're always just hiding and finding ways to escape. It is kind of a tense game at times. I do remember that. I don't know what chases you is the most scariest thing in the world. I'm gonna need more holy water soon. Soon meaning now. I need some more holy water. I saw something flashing around here. This must be the owner of the house. There's a key next to it. Lucky me. Man, I really hope that isn't their real key, because that looks like that lock could be picked with relative ease. Looks like a fucking fishbone. Where's the drawer I gotta open up? I can't remember if knocking shit down when you're being chased like affects you. I would normally be done with this video, but I at least want to get to a part where you're getting chased, because it's sort of one of the main themes of the Clock Tower games. Is there any more deaths? Any more deaths? I don't see any more deaths. We'll have to leave this room because it is locked death free, whatever that means. So it looks like there's a bunch of things you can walk on that makes noises. Are you gonna comment that there's a door there, or we're gonna pretend it doesn't exist? I guess she's gonna pretend it doesn't exist. Don't want to go in there. Is there a way to get in the desk? I find it odd that like the key wouldn't activate something in this house. Dad's letter. Dear May, how are you? I'm now in France, in the region known as Champagne. It is a beautiful place with vineyards as far as the eye can see. When the war is over, we must come here together for a holiday. I mean, after they rebuild it and whatnot. I hear that they have organized for blackouts in London now. I am sure you are fine during the day, as Jane is there. But I worry about you being alone at night. You'll be alright, won't you? Darling, keep warm with love, Daddy. Probably should have said that with a different accent, but you get the point. I got all nervous when I read that, like I was reading a paper out loud. I'm sure you noticed that I was pausing. It wasn't because I'm illiterate, it's just because I get nervous, because I know a bunch of people are going to be critiquing me subconsciously when they watch this, as they usually do. I shouldn't give a damn, and I say I don't give a damn, but secretly I give a damn. That's not to encourage you to say mean or hurtful things. I like the piano music in the background. Let me get a sip of that shit. This map is rather large, but she doesn't seem to acknowledge most doors. And she likes to kick cans. Kick the can. There's a sign pinned to the wall. Entry by invitation only. The management. Well, since this is a dead town, can't you just kick the fucking door open? No. Still follow some sort of rules. Leaflet. Christmas Eve, 1942. 15 annual piano concert chorus. I was about to say concerts, just because they look like concerts for a split second. that place was a bust. I'm glad they spent all that time rendering it. There's a gate, can't go there. There's another gate, can't go there. Anywhere I can go by chance, it's actually going to help me progress in this game before I have to end this video, which I really don't want to do. And I want to be chased for a little while. There's something down there. What could it be? Probably lavender water, right? Of course. How did I not know? Actually, I meant to say, how did I know? Today's opposite day. There's nothing in here that I could possibly use to help me out. Somebody was already in here. I know. Someone has been rummaging around the corner. And yeah, the store doesn't exist to you. We've established that. Newspaper articles. Christmas tragedy. Young pianist brutally murdered. Christmas Day 1942. Pall Mall. Mae Norton, aged 12, was found murdered in Norton's The Tailor. She was discovered by Norton's family nanny, Jane Stride, whom returned home to find the victim unconscious, bleeding from the head. An autopsy has revealed that it was an instantaneous death caused by a blow to the skull with a heavy blunt object. No suspects have been named. The victim had taken part in the 15th annual piano concours at the Victoria Hall in Kingston. The previous day, a consummate pianist, Miss Norton was widely tipped for first prize, but I don't know why this font is hard for me to read. I guess because it's shaking a little bit because of the screen, I don't know. But for an unfortunate error in her performance prevented from her taking the crown. May had been living at home alone since her father, William Norton, a serving officer, returned to the front in July. All right. Does that mean I'm going to be haunted by this girl with a bashed in head? That's the thing, I believe, that usually chases you. There's always something that chases you in clock tower games. That's fairly unique for a game with kids being killed. And actually showing her get her head bashed, and even though it wasn't that gory, it still was a pretty big deal for the time. Now with more violent games, I think they get away with a lot more than they did when this game came out. Evade points and hide points. When Alyssa is bleeding from an enemy, certain predetermined areas may start to glow. These are evade points and hide points. Approach the area and press the search button to make Alyssa take evasive action or repel her attacker. Note that most evade points can only be used once. Press the search button when in front of a hide point and Alyssa can take refuge there. The camera will switch to a first-person view while in hiding. Hide points can usually be used repeatedly, but if the panic meter reaches max while in hiding, Alyssa will run out from her hiding place. Always keep an eye on the panic meter while hiding. Gotcha. Before I get my head bashed. Don't kill me. I don't know why I did that. Apparently he didn't see me. He's not smart like the Alien and Alien Isolation, but this is an older game. Behind these very transparent curtains that you didn't pick up on. Is there anything I need around here? So swinging his axe freaks me out apparently, judging by my meter. I just need to get the hell out of here. Anyway, I'm gonna stop there. I just wanted to get to the guy that was chasing me. Alright, this is Clock Tower 3. It's a pretty cool survival horror game. Check it out if you like the genre, or if you're just curious. You can get it pretty cheap. And I guess he chases you. I thought it was free to talk. But yeah, if you're interested, I'm sure you can look up videos that cover this game in more detail than I did. But thank you guys so much for watching and your support. Feel free to click like and thumbs up the video. And I appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know for supporting this channel, leaving comments, and supporting it whatever way you do. If you decide to leave a comment, which I would really like you to, feel free to leave positive or negative comments. Just make sure if you choose to go the negative route that the criticism is constructive and you're not purposely trying to be mean to me or anyone else on my page. That would be greatly appreciated. Not just by me, but probably the other person that you might be mean to. But anyway, guys, if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe, which I'm sure you already made up your mind. If you didn't, and you didn't like this video, I have plenty of other videos you can check out where I'm more awake and more lively, and it's probably a more fun video to watch. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. That's what I hope. But thank you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys on the next video. Take care. Bye.